systems. Nearly 2,000 years ago, a Palestinian Jew stood and told the world to not allow the children to be suffered to come unto him. He said to his disciples, don't allow them, don't stop them, don't hinder them, don't prevent them from coming unto me. And I say today, as we stand here, we have to say no to resegregation and yes to socioeconomic diversity. No to resegregation, yes to socioeconomic diversity. God bless you.
Yes, sir. We wanted folk to know that this action has witnesses. And at this time, we want you to know we're going to invite a couple of youth, and then President Jealous is going to come, and then the lawyers are going to come and formally release this legal action. As we're doing that, Ms. Barnes, I want to ask you to pass out the forms, because this is a legal action that you will have an opportunity as an individual or organization to endorse, to sign on to. Because we're going to be signing, the complaint has already left here, but in a week and a half or so, we're going to go to D.C., to the Department of Justice. And so she's going to be handing out, someone help if you would, just start from the back. If you are interested in signing on, and you can sign on wherever you are, because as I said, 60% of the money and the resources here comes from all across this nation and this state. So your organization, and we're going to do that summary. Say it with me. Say, stop resegregation. Stop resegregation. Say, equity in funding. High quality teachers, smaller classrooms. Say, focus on math, science, reading, and history. Say, high quality leadership teams. Say, high quality facilities. Say, promote parental and community involvement. Say, address disparities in suspensions, dropout, graduation rates, and achievement. Say, you must hold it all together if you want to move us forward. Say, we believe in high quality, constitutional, diverse, well-funded education for every child. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Is Quentin here? All right, come on, Brother Seth. Where's Brother Seth? Brother Seth and Quentin, I want them to come and stand together, and they want to speak. They're going to take a minute or so and speak to why their generation wants us not to ever go backwards, but to always go forward, and why they support this legal action. Brother Seth, would you come, and then Brother Quentin.
We see the devastating effects of hatred and discrimination all across our nation and around our world. The best way to prevent this is through educational systems that promote the value of diversity. Wake County was one such system. I am fortunate enough to have grown up in this school district, and it saddens me to see what is unfolding. Recent actions taken by the school board majority threaten to move us backward into a more segregated time. Their decisions are based on the desires of a few, and they refuse to consider the best interest of all students. The board majority refuses to acknowledge that diversity benefits all, not just the minorities. Diversity is a dangerous thing to live without. As a student and citizen of Wake County, I feel compelled to stand before you today. I have a responsibility to God, myself, and those around me to stand up and fight when I see injustice. I will not stand idly by and allow my school system to draw zones that segregate students of different races and socioeconomic status. Ending the diversity policy of Wake County will result in unequal schools and unequal education. We will never stop fighting until there is equal and quality education for all.
Good morning. My name is Quentin White. I'm a transferee from Garner Magnet High School, and I'm now attending my final year at Southeast Raleigh Magnet High School. And I'm also a member of NC Heat, Heroes Emerging Amongst Teens. And during the summer, we spent our time uniting throughout the fact that we had different ethnic races a part of our group, different ages, and different districts, we united to stand against what the school board is doing, and also to stand up for equality. And during the fall, we've been working to get the students registered to vote. Even though our voices may have been denied, our efforts weren't in vain, because clearly you're here with us today, and thank you. Geez, I'm just sad that we're meeting on these terms and everything, but I guess I gotta go to the paper now. The school board decision to create neighborhood schooling has divided our schools by socioeconomics, and I know for certain that separate is not equal. And neighborhood schooling is separate. I watch schools struggle to provide an equal education and safe environment for students. And the transfer, personally for myself, may have been beneficial because the classes have favored my interests, but they weren't in the best interest for the other students and for the school system. And by doing neighborhood schooling is ultimately dividing us by socioeconomics and racism in small term sense or large sense. And they may not want to hear us out, but I've said this before and I'll say it again, they will, because it's our future and our education. And we're not willing to go down without a fight. Forwards ever, backwards never.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because, Quentin, it's about you and Seth and those behind you, I want you to stay right here. And at this time, I want to welcome to the podium a man who is a family man. He's the husband of a constitutional lawyer. He's a Rhodes Scholar. He's a founding convener of the One Nation Working Together movement that will gather in Washington, D.C. next weekend by the thousands. He is the president and CEO of the oldest, largest, strongest civil rights organization in this country, and has been operating for 101 years and is still fighting for justice. I want Seth and Quentin to help me welcome President Ben Jealous.